So this is a oldie, a Nikon D3. So why did I bought a Nikon D3 in this day and age, in 2022? Well, frankly, I don't know. Maybe because it's a legend, and I always wanted to own these kind of cameras. It may be old, but don't be fooled. Yeah, let's say still an old camera like Fujifilm X-H1, slightly better than this one, with better functions, yeah. But then again, on just a higher image output, yeah, this is the way to go. You're pretty much limited on still images, that's it. But if you're looking for like raw image quality and that old film vibe that the old film cameras gave to you, yeah, this is an interesting option. And now they're pretty cheap, they're peanuts, because yeah, people are jumping on the mirrorless side for quite some time now because the mirrorless cameras are quite dependable and reliable, not like they used to be in the past. I saved this from a pawn shop here in UK. It has like 60,000 clicks. Not much for this kind of camera. Most of them are beat up heavily. This looks quite alright though for what it is. So it's missing here the caps here. The replacements are cheapish, but because I'm a cheapskate, I just order some those separate caps, universal caps you have. Still waiting for them to arrive. Any problems with the camera? The usual problems like I don't know, Nikon rubbers. They're not holding well too greatly over time. But yeah, if I'll keep this camera, because I don't know, maybe I want to trade in for over the Fujifilm X-H1, and a good camera though, crop sensor. But yeah, if I'm gonna keep this one, I may at some point replace all the rubber. Yeah, it still looks good though still, but there are some things like, I don't know, here. Yep, here on the side it doesn't look very well, and but depends how much I'm gonna use this camera though, because I'm not a photographer, I'm just an enthusiast photographer though, not making money over this, not at all. Just I always wanted to own these kind of pro DSLRs, full body cameras, and not to be too bloody old. Yeah, this is old, 2008, 2007, I think it was announced in 2007 and actually sold in around 2008. But then again, 14 years old camera, it's pretty much ancient, but it holds up. It holds up real well on image quality. Like you'll be really impressed with these ones. Yeah. So not much to complain about. Just I have a Prime here, my old Prime, like cheap as peanut as well. Yeah, the cheap lens, plasticky, but the optics are really interesting. It does really help this camera to give you that old vibe as well. I don't know. We'll see. if you're enthusiast and you're able to find this for really good money, I mean good money, I would say 300 quid in this kind of state, but bear in mind you can find those like these ones on the used market for, let's say, yeah, 300 400 quid, but they're all beat up and they're having a really rough life. So the only drawback with this one, so it came with the two original batteries, but obviously they're pretty much on end of the life, like four, yeah. The original ones are really expensive anyways, around 140 quid, 150 quid for original one. That's the drawbacks with this kind of full body pro DSLRs. It's like buying an expensive car and expect the parts to be cheap. No, it's not the case. Like this one is all made in Japan. Everything inside the camera is made in Japan. Yeah, even the batteries. So yeah, expect for a premium price if you want the original batteries, or the cheap ones are from the third party producers are pretty much available on Amazon or whatever. You can find them for not that much. Obviously, they're not gonna hold on that well like the original ones, but then again, that's a drawback with this kind of older cameras. Expect the batteries to be pretty much drained. If you're lucky, you can find one with decent battery inside, but nah, I doubt it. It's all camera though. But as I said, if you find these ones for 300 quid, that's a good thing. But don't pay too much, because yeah, 350 okay, but 400 if it's 500 if it's a minty condition like this one. I was lucky enough to pay way less than 500. This was a 500 in this minty condition. So the only thing is the batteries. Yeah, that's the thing. This is what it is. And the robots are still holding on quite well, but for what it is, and I know it's a drawback, for a major disadvantage for Nikon, but it's a well-known problem. The robot doesn't age really well, and it doesn't hold up really well over time. But other than that, that's so if you can find one for 300 400 quid, yeah, you're lucky. But most of them, they're beat up, and in this state, this is like for like 500 quid. So I managed to save this one from a pawn shop for for way less than that. If you can find it really cheap, yeah, do it. You don't have to be a pro. Even a pro, some pro photographers that are still having a small business and they're not that big, I'm pretty sure they'll be happy with this one as a backup camera. Yeah, in this day and age, you cannot, I don't know, you cannot live with this one, because I wouldn't say it's low. The focusing is not low, but the mirror systems, they are way more faster, and I wouldn't say reliable, they are way more faster there. So if you say, let's say you're shooting on a wedding or something fast, this, I don't know, will go all pretty well, but the more the better. Like the Sony improved the game so much more with the focusing systems that they've been doing, and now recently they've been releasing what was that, A5R whatever, with finally with a built-in AI focusing system. So it's a kind of a way depart for what they've been doing. So think about it, like, yeah, this DSLR system, like the focusing system, and after comes the newish mirror system the focusing system that we're having. And now, again, Sony with a newer focusing system with the AI based. So finally, the AI comes into play into cameras, because that was a major drawback. If you compare a fully fledged camera, it doesn't matter if it's like APS-C crop, full frame, enthusiast level, prosumer level, pro level, entry level, they didn't have this advantage over the phone cameras, the AI based focusing system. And this is the future though. If the camera producers want to like survive in the future, they need to find a way to incorporate AI. Yeah, I know AI, but they need to look forward and innovate like Sony does. And finally, Nikon is on the right track with the mirrorless system. Sorry, they've been way more conservative in approach than, let's say, Canon, for instance. Canon, another big player. I only compare Canon or Canon or Nikon with, or even Fujifilm with Sony. Sony, it's different. Sony is the trendsetter in technology. They can do this. Everyone expecting Sony to do these kind of things. And after, sorry for my ugly mud there, in a screen reflection. And after the more conservative camera companies, they can do these kind of things and follow up once the, let's say, newer technology was matured enough or prove itself worthy. It's no wonder why many of the photographers, the pro level ones, they are still holding on these kind of things, on DSLRs, because they are rugged, dependable, the mirrorless systems. They've been catching up, and some of them, they're really like blowing after the water, the DSLRs. Yeah, even the new ones, like I don't know, kind of a failed one, the Nikon D6, or even the previous one, Nikon D5. That was way better than D6, but still, they've been like pretty much too late at the party, and they didn't find a way, at least for Nikon, to merge the mirror system with a DSLR I'm talking on a pro level, like they've been doing with the Nikon D780. So on a live view, that was pretty much a mirrorless. That was a Nikon Z6. That I think, for me, if the DSLRs, they want to survive in the future, but they're pretty much dead. If they want to be like more round, they have to combine the capabilities from a mirrorless camera, like a live view, and whatever it's good from a dependable DSLR. Like the Nikon, they've been trying to do it with the Nikon D780. And unfortunately, they didn't extend that level of technology over Nikon D6 or D5. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Canon tried something with the Canon 1D Mark III, I guess. It was part mirrorless, part DSLR. That was like on a professional level cameras, full body. Nikon did that on prosumer. I don't think it's even prosumer, the Nikon D780. Then again, it's good enough for professionals. But now the only producer, the camera producer that keeps the DSLR lineup still alive, barely, is Pentax. No wonder. But yeah, if you want to find these kind of legends, go to the full body ones. Yeah, Nikon 1D, 1DX, whatever. Sorry, Canon 1DX. Yeah, if you can find those as well, the older ones for good price. Nikon, yeah, D3, D3S, yeah, D4. They are a joy to shoot with. Really beautiful in ergonomic wise. Buttons, layout, everything is like where it needs to be. No surprises if you use Nikons in the past, or even whatever regular DSLR. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Not a photographer, I'm just an enthusiast. That I like the old gear. For me, this era, 2007, 2008, is the pinnacle of these kind of things. So yeah, if you can get a good price, good deal for these ones, and really good shape, because it doesn't work if it's really cheap, that cheap, and it's like beat up and like with many clicks on board. No, it doesn't worth it. But if you can find one like this in a minty condition, not that many clicks, with plenty of life, not even for you, even for the next owner, plenty of life, yeah, in it. Yeah, do it, because even so, let's say you don't want to pursue a professional photography career, you just want to indulge yourself, yeah, you're between enthusiast and, let's say, you want to start something, but from various reasons you don't, like me. You just enjoy shooting, yeah. These cameras, they give you that feeling of film cameras, yeah. The noise that this sensor is able to produce is like the legendary Nikon D700 and Nikon D3. They're pretty much on the same level, the same pair. And I like this. All cameras, they are pretty much they are like back. They're back on trend. I won't say trend, but they are, more people are buying these ones now, and they are appreciate them for what they are. For me, these ones are like a milestone. They are still using the old technology, yeah, with some of the newer ones available at that time. So it gives you the best of the both worlds, I think, old and new as well. So you'll be pleased with these kind of cameras, yeah. No surprise here. So yeah, this minty condition just here. See the rubbers. There are some here, and maybe there on the side. It's not that visible. Yeah, but other than that, and the missing caps there. But other than that, in minty condition with this 60,000 clicks on board. Obviously, I bought a cheap Nifty 50 1.4D lens. Yeah. It definitely deserves better glass, but you know what? I don't have the money, and not at the moment though. Yeah, so this is the one, folks. It's really, if you can find one, do it, because it is a reason why they are legends, living legends. Yeah, dinosaurs, even so, you can say. But this kind of dinosaurs will please you. Will please you a lot. Yeah. I also have a Nikon D7000, awesome camera. But because I'm keeping this, hopefully I'm keeping this, so see, I'll sell that Nikon D7000 and give me this, because no reason to have two old DSLRs when I could have a better one, just one. And if it holds up well, I may keep it. If not, I'm gonna trade it for for a Fujifilm X-Tech1. I don't want to jump the boat, but you know what? I'm curious, and I have a small mirrorless camera as well. Photo shoot from Panasonic. Great, great. So imagine that on a prosumer body like a Fujifilm X-Tech1. So if you don't have that much budget, don't worry about it. In this day and age, DSLRs are still a way to go to satisfy your passion as a amateur, yeah, enthusiast level. So yeah, go for this, and learn the craft, yeah, and decide whatever you want to do next. But learn the craft on these ones. Don't buy the expensive cameras, the expensive mirrorless these days. Don't do it. Go for these ones, yeah. Learn the craft and decide for yourself if you want to advance, yeah. If you want to be a pro, but learn the craft on these ones, and because they're just a joy to handle and shoot with. Yeah, so that's it for me, Mumble a lot. See you with that.